never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Pratama, it goes inside him and up the hill. That's a very hard place to pass, but he does it. Veda Pratama.
The riders. This nice overtake from Uriarte. I'm absolutely going for it. Last time around he set a 146.8, but actually the fastest rider on track.
Takes the lead with a superb tight line to climb the hill.
That is extreme confidence right there from Intercurvone. These guys, they don't lift through there at all, do they?
No, and he's using all the...
Peter, it's Joel Pons back in 19th place at 145.9. So actually, there's a Pratama, isn't it? Bearing in mind, I mean, like many of these riders, he's never seen this place before, but he's riding it like...
Yeah, off the curve there, it's fairly bumpy across the inside there, but it doesn't seem to bother them at all, does it? Okay.
Lot of pace in hand here for the riders, but do they want to burn up their tyres too quickly or not?
Well, Joel Pons...
He's ridden around here a million times. That was supreme.
And Brian Uriarte, we're back live now.
Oh, someone's down in the background. Couple of riders down. That is a big shame.
You know, he's had a lousy season and a half in Rookies Cup so far, but he was 6th in FP2. It's gone from 1st to 4th.
Well, looking back down the order then, where looked like could have been Beñat Fernandez being one of them. It is, and I think it's him and Christian Dan.
Complete mess of qualifying, didn't get a toe, but certainly he has pace round here.
We at Thompson 6th place, Beñat Fernandez is ahead of him in 5th, Ramaddeepa and Singapong 7th and 8th. Two riders said keep an eye on. Well, we've kept an eye on them there as they've tumbled into the gravel.
The pace is anything to go by, so it would be great to see Pons way up in this group.
Dinesh watching our series leader, he's up into 9th position. Guillaume Plonk, yesterday's podium finisher. Oh, what a shame. They will be hopefully back out tomorrow and we'll see the best of them there. Uriarte and Pratama, a bit like yesterday, just swapping places around. Down in 10th place, Daniel in 11th.
And Ramaddeepa there has gone inside Brian Uriarte to take... And springs are broken up a little bit at the front with Uriarte.
On various parts of the track then, Morelli sitting tight in 3rd position.
4th place, I think, but it's still Veda Pratama that leads, but only just again. Oh, very slightly, because the slipstream clutch closes them right up again then, doesn't it? Veda Pratama up.
Daniel just behind him as well. Here is that fast and flowing.
From Gonzalez, they're spread out across the track. Oh my goodness, it's so tight. But Veda Pratama has the advantage of Gonzalez and into 3rd place. Marco not seriously looking up the inside
section of the track. That's not really an overtaking spot, Christian, but he didn't quite make it stick there, so we got
to push him back into 2nd place ahead of number 11 Gonzalez.
Dinesh has moved up another couple of
Brian Uriarte.
Martinez has crashed out as well, unfortunately. Track limits warnings for Agostinelli, Brown, Molignane and Dinesh.
Yeah.
The spots Peter, he's up into 7th place now. There he is in the middle of this shot, just behind Fernandez there. So big shame.
Things reverse very quickly, don't they? You go from that is very much a warning. All 3 abreast again on the brakes.
Dinesh feeling a bit more in it. Maybe the pressure's taken off in some kind of weird way. Although Brian, fastest rider of the race to the gravel. That's motorbike racing for you, isn't it? They cross.
No, Morelli! No plan B takes the lead.
Brilliant. No plan B up there once again. Uriarte is much closer in the championship to him now as we look ahead from Dinesh to Uriarte. Maybe to line this time. So 7 laps to go, officially well beyond half race distance. And he's been a little bit quiet this year, hasn't he? Not what we expected from the Argentinian. Dinesh is feeling a bit more in the groove and a bit more up for the fight now.
Oh my goodness, it is
and he cuts right across now. And it's Uriarte still in top of the year with a 5th and a 4th place finish. He got his first podium in Le Mans. In front of Beñat Fernandez. Goodness me, he squeezed him as much as you possibly can. Come on, Peter. Where is Dinesh? Dinesh still on race 2. He's not been on the podium since. But this is what we want to see from Morelli. That was sensational.
Okay, right, it is the 54 of Veda Pratama that's still
Been pushed back a little bit, back to 8th position there then. He's now behind Ramadeepa then.
Yeah, he had 2 wins last year, and we want to see him on the top step of the podium. And Brian Tribal has the advantage, but only just. The white helmet of Karpushin in 2nd place.
And in 7th as Morelli gets moved wide by Pratama.
Yeah, Pratama's, he's desperately trying to keep his KTM off the green stuff there as he chases Morelli away from the first. Then Brian Iriarte in 3rd. Down the hill they go. Absolutely superb. So he's got his serious face on now, hasn't he? You know, he's not mucking around anymore. He knows that he's got to finish corner.
And of course, him and Morelli came to blows back in Sachsenring, didn't they? And look at the gap then with the chase.
It's 164 kilometres there, 102 miles an hour. They get up to 194 kilometres an hour in front of Brian Iriarte if he's going to keep these cup hopes alive.
As they are on it, they are gonna catch them, I think, Peter. It was
before they scrub off speed into the left-hander here, climbing the hill in 4th gear. Well, inside line,
looking up the inside into turn 8. 6/10 of a second as they come across the first intermediate split there. So I think up here in 4th. Karpushin just cut across the front of Iriarte. Sorry there, Peter. That was such where we saw Benyat Fernandez and Christian Daniel go down. Such an inviting corner. I think that's it. The leading pack have been caught officially. Fastest rider on track is that right. So close. They're being ultra brave through there. But look at Gonzalez just waiting to pounce on a bunch of these riders. Such a weird line to go into. It's cambered as well, isn't it? And very, very odd. Oh,
look
as
at
we
that.
see rider there, number 7 of Benyat Fernandez.
And of course, that group of 5 punches a big hole in.
As they're coming down the waterfall, they fan out 3 abreast towards the penultimate curve. Iriarte up to the inside couple.
It's different.
Yeah, you see different line choices. And wow, Morelli had to check up there. He's lost a big place there to Mittal.
Yeah, and that drags the other guys into the slipstream very effectively. So it's Brian Iriarte who takes up the lead.
He doesn't want to give an inch, but he's forced to. He cuts back up the inside. They go off the track, over onto the black. That was a bit of an error, really, from Morelli, just going that far inside. He really didn't anticipate.
From Veda Pratama.
So heavy on the brakes, and it's really steep downhill into turn 4 there. Stuff in towards the final corner. Iriarte has to give away and move back down into 3rd place.
Yeah.
The other rider's just completely chopping the front end of his bike off.
No, that's right. And Gonzalez picked up the end.
You can see the rear wheel of Iriarte is just popping off the ground momentarily. As they now.
He went from 1st to 3rd just on the scrub, and the brakes into the left-hander. That's cut side line on Pratama there as well to take 2nd place.
Now coming to the fastest sweeping section is Guillaume Plomb, first rider to have a long lap.
That leads again, and still 15 laps to go. My goodness, I know that heartbreak.
Gonzalez just going a bit wide, and there Pratama doesn't need a second penalty for exceeding track limits. He's in 20th spot at the moment. That'll move him down likely to